Hey, aloha everyone. Michelle Melendez with blossominnerwellness.com and standtogetherhawaii.com. And I wanted to do another video again. I was told that the sound didn't go through yesterday, but I fixed the sound because this is really important to see what is going on in Maui and how the Maui fire whistleblower, he's blowing the whistle that of the mishandling of human remains in Lahaina, and he's being bullied and verbally attacked. And what the heck, so I'm going to take you back to the Maui Police Commission, and I want to show you guys the commissioner Kekoa, who totally verbally attacked Grace and Abarra. Grace and Abarra, what he did was he worked for 12 years with the Maui Police Department and picking up human remains. That's his business. And I've actually spoken to him a couple of times, and he's a very, very kind-hearted man and very respectful of the dead. And what happened is the Maui Police Department's own reports show that they mishandled human remains. There was an acting captain put in who had zero mass casualty experience. Why do you think they put a man with zero mass casualty experience in there? There's a mass casualty operations guide manual that Mr. Abarra actually gave to the Maui Police Department that they completely ignored and disregarded. And they were putting human remains from the Lahaina fire, human remains, this turns my stomach, but they were mixing human remains in baggies, not body bags, but actual baggies. Some of the people that they gave their deceased relatives to, they're not even sure if that's the right person, or all of the remains are there. And this is actually stated in the Maui Police Department's report on this. So what happened was Mr. Abarra took the Maui Police Department, the chief, John Pelletier, to the Maui Police Commission and made a complaint, which is the right thing to do. It's what you're supposed to do. It's actually what I did during the COVID thing. I took our Hawaii Big Island police chief to the Maui Police Commission. That's a whole different story. I won't get into that. But that's what you're supposed to do. If you have a complaint with the police department, you take it to the Maui Police Commission. And these commissioners are volunteers. So I believe they're appointed, but they are volunteers, so they don't get paid. Now, they're not supposed to be biased. They're not supposed to have outbursts. They're not supposed to verbally attack the person giving testimony. They're supposed to look at the testimony and look at the evidence and make a decision based on that. Well, they have the evidence. They have not only the evidence from Mr. Abarra, but also from the own Maui Police Department's reports stating that the bodies in Lahaina after the fire were mishandled. That is the facts. And they're just supposed to look at the facts. They're not supposed to be aggressive with the testifiers. Now, before this meeting started, Common Cause Hawaii, which is a group of people that actually support voters, and they support transparency of government. The head of that department put forth a transparency of government. I don't know if it was a petition or what they call it, but he actually got verbal attacks of violence and racial slurs because he's a Black man. And he didn't show up to the Maui Police Commission. He was probably feeling really uncomfortable, getting verbal attacks of violence toward himself for actually saying we need transparency of government regarding the mishandling of human remains in the Lahaina fire. So I want to show you guys the outburst because my last video didn't show the outburst, but this is horrible. And I have written an email to and I'm just going to show you guys the Maui Police Commission at mpd.net. You can email them, Maui Police Commission at mpd.net. Let them know your thoughts on this man, because this is horrendous that this would happen at the Maui Police Commissioner. Are they protecting the Maui Police Chief? Because it definitely looks like they are. And they're absolutely disregarding the fact that the human remains were mishandled. So let me just show you, share screen.
Testimony brought Commissioner Kekoa to tears.
Why not? You're not bringing justice to people. Why not? You have a problem with him. Take it out with him. You say
he's pointing to the Maui police chief who's sitting right next to Abarra as Abarra standing giving testimony. He's saying you have a problem with him. So you're bringing up the fact that there's mishandling of human remains because you don't like the Maui police chief. Where is the logic in that argument? This guy is a bully. He is a bully.
We're gonna have a litigation. Why are you dragging the commission into this?
Abarra is in the process of filing a civil lawsuit against Maui Police Department. He claims MPD owes him more than $250,000 for work he was never paid for.
They did what they had to do. They never followed protocol. Who has a protocol for 100 people dying and losing a city? What, is there a list where we go, okay, my town got burned, everybody died, what are we gonna do? Follow this protocol. Make sure you get a body bag. Don't use a plastic bag.
There is protocols.
So yeah, there is protocol, but not for this event.
There is. There's also training and events that are conducted to make sure we do it right.
Do with the people who died? That's your
so their remains are treated without desecration.
I'm sorry. It's just bothering me.
Bruce Douglas testified.
And then here's Bruce. He's a great guy.
Net.
I was very disturbed by the treatment of Grayson by this commission. You know, this commission is here to gather information and not attack it in person. Who takes a lot of courage to stand forward in front of this commission and share his information. Instead, he was like put down for that information, what he's trying to share, rather than being supported and saying. So it makes me wonder, is this commission here job to defend the police chief or to question what's really going on?
Maui Police Chief John Pelletier commented last.
Every single family member was given the remains, and I don't even like to talk about it because it is painful, of what we could identify. If we can't make an identification on this particular piece of a human being, we're not going to make that mistake. And if we have to fact check and we have to go back and we have to retest that we did that.
After the meeting,
I think it's interesting that he says, you know, we have to fact check what? It's a deceased body. He doesn't say anything about the fact that his own police department report says that they mishandled human remains, that human remains, like I said earlier, were not dealt with correctly. And yes, and that, so the first bully, Kekoa, he says, you know, is there a protocol? Is there a protocol for the death and this situation? Yeah, there is. He says, Abarra's like, yes. And he actually gave the protocol, the mass casualty operations guide to the Maui police chief, to the Maui police department. He gave that to them. So Kekoa is a bully. He should be removed from as a police commissioner. In fact, that's what I wrote to the Maui Police Commission at mpd.net, Maui Police Commission at mpd.net. You send them an email, let them know your thoughts on the behavior of Kekoa Mawat. It's M-A-W-A-T. I told them, I said he should be removed for his outbursts and his absolute disrespect of Abarra. And then the Maui police chief, who doesn't say anything about the fact that his own police department reported the fact that they have mishandled. He doesn't say anything about that they have mishandled human remains. And Hawaii News Now was trying to get to talk with the Maui police chief, who has been sliding by like a little snake away from them. He slid out the back door. He slid out the side door. So he didn't have to go past Hawaii News Now and make any statement, because he's a coward, an absolute coward. And in my opinion, this was an attack. And what I absolutely know is that Great Maui land grab, what caused Maui fire, this was an attack on the people, and the Lahaina people should be outraged at the treatment of someone who was trying to blow the whistle on the fact that their ohana, their aunties and uncles and family were treated with such disrespect when their human remains were being removed from the attack on Lahaina, the attack on Maui. So I just wanted to share this again because I heard my sound, and you guys I just wanted you to hear what these bullies, absolute bullies, how they attacked and disregarded Grayson Abarra, who worked for the Maui Police Department for 12 years and was just trying to shed light, went to the Maui Police Commission, did the correct steps, and he was absolutely bullied. So what's the Maui Police Commission going to do now? I'd like to know, because this is an outrage. So are the human remains of the Lahaina victims, do they not matter? Do they not matter? The way that they were treated, the mishandling of them, do they not matter to the Maui Police Commission? Because that's the way it sure does look. It sure does look. So the people's aunties and uncles being totally desecrated by putting their body parts in the same bag, a baggie. Okay, I'm gonna calm down now. I hope you just share this video and email the Maui Police Commission at mpd.net and let them know how you feel about the outburst from one of the commissioners verbally attacking the testifier. And also the fact that, I mean, who are the people that verbally attacked the Common Cause Hawaii head of the Common Cause Hawaii? Who are those people? Because he was attacked with threats of violence toward him. So what the heck? These people are just trying to do what's right, and they're getting verbally attacked. So I just wanted to share this again, and because it is important for us to speak out, and the more of us that do speak the truth of what happened, the more the truth gets told. Maybe these demons, who I think that they are, will be removed from office. The number one being, in my opinion, the Maui police chief. He is disgusting, in my opinion. Let's do a prayer. Great Spirit, infinite intelligence of all things, you are with us. You are guiding us every step of the way, and we trust you, and we trust this journey. We know that the light is shining on Lahaina like it never has before, and people like Grace and Abarra are speaking up and speaking out and speaking loud, even though it's scary. It's scary to do that, Great Spirit, but we know you have got our back. You are protecting all of us, and you are guiding us with the truth and the light and the love that is always with us. And we bind anybody who would want to harm people who are speaking up and speaking the truth. We bind them with the blood of Yeshua, who settled the death contract for all living men and women. No one can do any more harm here, Great Spirit. We bind them. We know that that is done. We know that the watchers are always supporting us. We only have to ask, and we are asking right now. We are asking right now that the truth be told in Lahaina, that the truth be told about all of the places that have been attacked. Great Spirit, we know it is done, and we give you so much gratitude, and so it is. So wherever you're at in the world, speak your truth, speak up, and do it with aloha. Did you notice Grayson? He was always in aloha. He was always calm. He was always grounded. He was, probably his heart rate was racing because he's being verbally attacked, but he still held aloha in his heart because that's who he is. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. Send Maui Police Commission at mpd.net an email and let them know what you think about this outburst. Mahalo.